right. Appreciate everybody being ready to go today. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I looked at Christmas lights.
Ooh, that's exciting.
With my whole family.
That's fun. Going Christmas light looking with your family. Sweet. Anybody else do anything fun? Jack, no? Okay, Charles, take that headphone out. Appreciate that. Thanks for following directions the first time. Okay. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over, or we're going to be reading this short story titled Freedman Talking, Death Penalty System Broken. Okay? Or at least we're going to start reading that story today. So, first thing we're going to do is go over the vocab words. So, just like normal. Okay? So, make sure you get that pointer finger up there. Find that first word on the top left, page 154. I want to see pointer finger pointing the word. Thanks for being ready to go, Beckham. I like that you're ready to go, Charlie. Doing great back there, McKaylee. Thanks for being ready to go with your pointer finger, Miles. Okay, so everybody, find that first word with me. The word is attain. What's that word, everybody?
Attain.
Okay, thanks for being nice and loud. I just want to hear you louder. The word's attain. What's that word?
Attain.
Okay, thanks for being nice and loud. I can hear your voices. Now I want to turn to the person next to you and say that word too. What's that word?
Attain.
Good. Now I want to hear you whisper. What's that word? Good. Now sound it out with me. Ready, go. Attain. Perfect. So, Brooke worked hard to attain a promotion. Okay. So if I work hard to attain something, okay, I'm doing what? If I'm attaining something, okay, I'd be to blank get it or doing something. So if I attain it, am I doing it or not doing it?
Not doing it. You're doing it.
I'm doing it, okay? So if I'm doing something, I'm basically following through or being successful at it. So let's just say to succeed in getting or doing something. So if I succeed in getting or doing something, I attain. Okay, so if I succeed in getting or doing something, I do what, everybody?
Attain.
Attain, okay? So like, if I let Jack borrow $5 over on Friday, if today I got that $5 from him, I would have attained it from him. I would have succeeded in getting it back from him, okay? Oh, okay, we're good. We're good.
Oh, wait, I didn't move it down. Sorry.
Hold on.
This is hard.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes.
I can see the S as a C.
C.
Yeah, no, I didn't. It wasn't turning out that good.
Now I can see it.
One second. Sorry. That's why I prefer the marker normally. But, Jeez. It's alright. Okay. Durfee doesn't warm it up enough for me over there.
I just fix it once and it stays. I think
So
it's this
C.
program.
Yeah, sorry. It's a little sloppy up there. Okay, thanks for getting that written down. Appreciate you following along. Okay, looking good over here. Okay, so everybody, I want you guys to find the example question with me. So find that example question with me with your pointer finger. I want you to point out with your pointer finger, read it out loud with me. I want to hear that whole question, starting with what do. I like everybody's pointer fingers ready to go. I want to hear you read it out loud with me. Everybody ready? Go! What do people have to do to attain a driver's license? Thanks a ton. I like to hear voices nice and loud. Appreciate you reading that with me. So what do we have to do to attain a driver's license? How am I going to be successful in getting one? What do you think you have to do? What do we have to do to get a driver's license? What's something back in
Practice driving.
What?
Practice driving, I guess.
Okay, so practice driving. What else?
You have to take a test.
Okay, so
A driver's test.
let's say practice driving, and then we'll take.
A test.
It'll say take driving test.
Yeah, and that test is so hard.
Okay, so those are a couple things that we have to do. So, what do people have to do to attain a driver's license? Okay, so we're going to put one of these examples here. We're going to say people in many states need to obviously practice driving, but maybe we'll just say take a driving test.
Yeah, that's
Okay. So take a driving test, and then we'll put to attain a driver's license. So everybody, let's write this down. Whoa, jeez.
That really messes with you.
Yeah, it's not easy to write 2 inches below.
Let's see.
Take driving test.
Practice. What letter is that?
D.
Is it?
It was way over the D and the
That's
A.
a B.
What's D? Is it remember?
It goes the other way.
So off.
Oh, that's a capital. Well, but do we
To
write
practice.
capitals in the middle of sentences?
To attain.
I can see that.
Sorry, I'm trying my best here, everybody. Oh, yeah.
My copy it down.
To attain, not get.
I can see that.
Alright, that's supposed to be attain there. I'm trying here. Marker's so far off right now. So you want me to read here?
Jack, did you write it?
Yeah.
Put
Good job.
attain right here. So to take the driving test to attain a driver's license. So write attain just on my next line there.
Good job.
There.
Looking good.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I was writing.
I know.
Looking good over here.
Is that a good sign?
Yeah, you're just like curious there because this is the end of the sentence.
Okay.
Doing great. Okay. Thanks, Tom, for following along. Everyone got that sentence written down? Doing
Yeah.
perfect. So, people in many states need to take a driving test to attain a driver's license. So, to succeed in getting a driver's license, Jack, you have to take a driving test if you want to. All right, buddy?
I
Yeah.
took that test.
Yeah.
It was so hard. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it is hard. It's been a, I don't know.
I felt on it.
Been a long time. I guess it is the written part's the hardest part. The driving part's easier.
Mm-mm.
No? No, Alicia?
I did it with my dad before, and my dad said I didn't do good in the car. I was like this. I was like,
Well, you know, that's why you practice.
I do. I practiced when I hit the I hit a pole.
Oh, all right. All right. It happens. It happens. We all get into little fender benders here and there. All right. Okay, let's find the next word. Everybody find that next word with me. I want to see pointer fingers find the word. I like that Miles is ready to go. Appreciate being ready to go to McKaylee and Charlie. Thank you, Beckham. Okay, everybody find that word. I want you to read it with me. The word is spectacular. What's that word, everybody?
Spectacular.
Okay, thanks for being nice and loud. Let's just say it one more time. The word spectacular. What's that word?
Spectacular.
Good. Now I want you to turn to the person next to you and say it to him. What's that word?
Spectacular.
Good. Now I want to hear you say it to the ground.
Spectacular.
Now I want to hear you say it to the ceiling.
Spectacular.
All right. Now sound it out with me. Ready? Go.
Spectacular.
Perfect. That was very spectacular. Reading that there. So, the 4th of July fireworks show was very spectacular. Okay. So in this case, spectacular would be very unusual or very what? Something that's spectacular is very what?
Happy.
It could be happy, but something spectacular could be really what too. So like,
Scared.
no, it wouldn't be scared. Okay, so think about like, the first day of the summer was spectacular because I got to spend the day at the pool.
Yes.
Okay, so what would spectacular be? What would be the same thing as spectacular? Be spectacular, very.
Exciting.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, I like that. Let's go. Yeah, let's use that. So very unusual
Is it
or exciting. Yeah. So if it's very unusual or exciting, okay, exciting or unusual or like amazing. Okay, those will all be like. Okay. So those will all be ways to define spectacular. So if it's very, very amazing, very exciting, that's spectacular. So be like when
The reason I wrote usual is because it's very
you know what's gonna be very spectacular, Beckham? The next time Marvel releases another movie. Okay. All right. So tell me. I want you guys to tell me: are these examples? Is this examples of spectacular?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I haven't said anything yet. Okay. So just tell me yes or no. Are these examples of spectacular? The lights down at Temple Square during Christmas time. Would that be spectacular or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What about the if I just looking at the color black on a piece of paper, would that be spectacular?
No.
No. Okay. What about would it be spectacular to go on vacation to Hawaii?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Would it be spectacular if you had to spend the whole Saturday in your bedroom?
No.
No. Okay. So very good examples there. Kind of understand what spectacular means. So everybody, find the example of spectacular. Yeah, find the example question there. I want you guys to find it with me. I want you guys to read it out loud. Okay, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the question out loud. When I pause, I want you to say the word out loud.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to read the example question. When I pause, everybody say the word. What is the most
Spectacular.
view you've ever seen? Yes, what's the best view you've ever seen? Like the coolest spot?
Ooh, Christmas lights.
Okay, so if it's Christmas lights where?
At Temple Square.
Okay, that would be a good example. So you'd say the most, and then we're going to write spectacular. View I've ever seen was of, and you would write, Alicia, the lights at Temple Square.
Yes.
Like.
Okay.
I saw those.
What's your best view, Jack? I know you've hiked Angel's Landing
Zoo lights.
before.
Spectacular.
Zoo lights.
Yeah, what's the best view
Spectacular
you've
Grand
ever
Canyon.
seen?
Grand Canyon.
Dad, I need help.
Grand Canyon, maybe it's like
The Grand
the
Canyon.
beach in California. Okay. Maybe it was a piece of art at the museum. Okay, what's the most spectacular view? So just in this book, you're spectacular. So it's the most spectacular. So the most spectacular view I've ever seen was when I was at the top of Angel's Landing.
Good job. Good job.
The most spectacular view I ever seen was
I put the Grand Canyon.
outside the country once. Can I write that down?
Where were you?
I was in Costa Rica.
Okay.
That's the only country I
I put it down.
The beach, let's see what you put down when you were there. The Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon. Okay, mine is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna come around and check. Make sure you have a period.
Put down Miles.
Period at the end of your sentence.
I did.
The valley.
Good.
Pretty spectacular. Not a whole lot of places have this valley, right? Good job. Right, yeah, that's beautiful.
It's the Larkin.
Hi, Mr. Larkin.
Yeah, that would be
Have you
really
been to any
cool.
country outside the country?
Yes.
Good job.
I love you, Lisa.
To Costa Rica. Rica.
I've been to. That's the only country I went to outside the United States.
Oh, I went to
I actually went to zip line.
Peru,
Only
Vietnam.
place I've ever done is zip line before too.
Is Costa Rica the only country you went to outside the country, or did you go to
No,
Europe?
I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, I've been
Do you go to
been to Jamaica.
My dad, my
Africa?
Saint
my
Martin.
dad went to outside North America. He
I've
went
never been to
Ireland,
Africa.
England, Scotland,
I went to
France,
Africa.
Germany, Belgium.
What?
Netherlands,
Alright, okay.
Denmark.
Our sentences should, hey, Beckham, the sentences should be real curious. Here's what I want you to do. We're going to share our sentence with the person next to us. Okay, and then I'm going to have a few of you share out loud. So here's what I want. Okay, Alicia, you and Jack are going to read together. McKaylee and Beckham, Miles and Charlie. Okay, the person that is going to read first today, okay, is the person who is the oldest out of you two. Okay, so who's the oldest out of you two? Who's older out of you two?
The most.
Okay, whoever's oldest, first person to read, ready, go.
You've ever seen. The most spectacular view I've ever seen was up the Grand Canyon. Can I go to the restroom?
Hang on, wait 1 second, let him
Yes.
read that. Oh, that's a good one. Have you been this year? Can't go in, you just gotta go around, drive around, walk around. Yeah, you go inside. Yeah, you can go
Okay. I'm going to call on a few people to share with us the sentence they wrote because everyone's got something a little bit unique. Why don't you go ahead and share it so you put, please, Charlie?
The most spectacular view I ever seen was of mountains when I was in a cabin camping.
Okay, so in a cabin camping, that would be a very spectacular or amazing or very exciting view, seeing the mountains, because you don't always get that when you're in the city, right? Really great sentence, Charlie. Why don't you go ahead and share with us what you put, please, Beckham?
The most spectacular view I've ever seen was Costa Rica when I saw the beach and gone zipline.
Ooh, so if you go on a zip line and saw the beach in Costa Rica,
I actually went to the beach as well, but
that would be
I was thinking about road.
beach on Sonic, okay? That would be very spectacular, very exciting, and amazing thing to do, okay? Costa Rica is very amazing.
Yes, Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
Super jealous.
Really great sentence, Beckham. And last one, Church, so you put, please, McKaylee.
The most spectacular view I've ever seen was going to Bryce Canyon.
Yeah, it's a Bryce Canyon. If you're going to Bryce Canyon, one of the most spectacular views you can see. You're up on top of the canyon, look down and see all these crazy rock formations. Very amazing and exciting. That's why it would be spectacular. Okay? Go ahead, Church, you put, please, Miles.
The most spectacular view I've ever seen was the valley.
Yeah, so the valley, so maybe you're up on a hill and you look down in the valley, okay, that could be one of the most spectacular or amazing or exciting views you could see. And just being in Salt Lake, we do have very amazing views here, spectacular views, okay? Really great sentence, Miles. And then last one, Alicia, share with us, you put, please.
The most spectacular view I have ever seen was Temple Square Christmas lights.
Yeah, so the Christmas lights at Temple Square are very spectacular, very exciting, and amazing. Okay, and that could be the best view you've ever seen. That's a great sentence, Alicia. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to read now. Okay, we're going to read this short story. Okay, it's been a little while, but when we watched the Anchor video at the beginning of this unit, okay, we learned that the Fifth Amendment addresses the rights of people accused of criminal acts and guarantees that people charged with serious crimes have the right to a fair trial. Or does it? Okay, we're going to read about a story about Roy Crane, a man who's wrongfully convicted of a terrible crime. Okay? Before we read, though, on page 155. Oops. 155. We're just going to go over the 2 vocab words at the bottom, and then we're going to go over the key idea question before we read. Okay, so everybody find these 2 vocab words on the bottom, page 155. We're just going to touch on those before we read. So the first one is honorably discharged. What's that term, everybody?
Honorably discharged.
Okay, appreciate it repeating that with me. So honorably discharged means you're released from the military with a good record. Okay, so if I'm honorably discharged, discharge means like go away. Okay, but if it's in honor, it means that it's like in good. I'm going away with like a good reputation. Okay, and then the next word, the word is, find it, the word is forensic. What's that word, everybody?
Forensic.
Okay, wait, I didn't hear everybody. Let's just say that one more time. The word is forensic. What's that word, everybody?
Forensic.
Okay, appreciate you repeating that with me. So forensic is relating to scientific methods used for solving crimes. Okay, so you've probably heard of like forensic scientists or something. If you ever watch any crime shows, so those are people that do like DNA and blood and like, it's really like science. It's science. It's not like, you're not like a detective. You're like a scientist working out in the field. Okay. Okay, so before we read, find the key idea question. Okay, I want you guys to find that key idea question. We're going to read it out loud together just so we know what we're looking for as we read. So if we find that key idea question on the top page 155 in that blue box, I want to see those pointer fingers pointing at it so we know where we're at. Like the Jack and Alicia are ready to go. Appreciate being ready to go. Beckham and Charlie. Okay, I want to hear your voices. Read that key idea question with me. Ready, go. Why did Ray Crone spend 10 years in prison? Okay. Thanks a ton for reading that with me. Fabulous job saying that nice and loud. So, why did he spend 10 years in prison? That's what we're going to be, the only answer we're trying to, only question we're trying to answer in this reading. Okay? So, everybody find this tan box here. This is where we're going to start. Okay? And so this, it's going to be kind of heavy language in terms of this is what's in the Bill of Rights. Okay, so it's just really old written English. Okay, here's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to be reading this out loud. Okay, this is from the actual document. I'll read out loud. When I pause, I expect you guys to say the word out loud. Okay, so on this first page, when I pause, I want to hear everybody say the word out loud. When we get to page 155, I'm going to call on specific people to say the word out loud when I pause.
Okay.
All right? Okay, so starting right here where it says the Fifth Amendment. So everybody pointer fingers should be ready. So Miles, let me see that pointer finger ready. Okay, I like they're ready to go back over there. Everyone on this side of the room. Okay, thanks now for being ready to go. All right, the Fifth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous
Crime.
Good, unless on presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval
Forces.
Good, or in the militia, when in actual service in time of
War.
Good, or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal
Case.
Good, to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of
Life.
liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private
Property.
good be taken for public use without just compensation. Yeah, so that's, like I said, it's pretty heavy language, and you really have to kind of break down each line to kind of get what they're all saying here. So basically it just means that you have rights to go in front of a jury, okay, if you get convicted of a crime, or if you're being charged for a crime, sorry, not convicted. Okay. Also says in here you don't have to testify against yourself. So if someone takes you to court and you go on the witness stand, you don't have to say stuff that you've done. You don't have to. Okay. And then also just says that basically the government can't take your property without paying you for it. So like, the police just can't come to your house and just take your stuff without doing something for it. But even that, they would need a lot of reasons. Okay, so it's kind of a lot of words there, but that's kind of how it breaks down. All right, paragraph 2. So this is starting the story of Ray Crone, okay, okay, and we're just gonna start reading that. All right. So paragraph 2. This is again. When I pause, I want to hear everybody say the word on this paragraph. So everybody find paragraph 2. Find it with me. Find it with me. Find it with me. Paragraph 2. Right here on the bottom, page 154. Yep. Yes. The 5th
Amendment.
Good. States that all people are entitled to a fair
trial.
Good. Sometimes mistakes lead to an
unfair
verdict. Okay. In this 2002 letter to the editor, Ray Crone tells me the
story
of how he served 10
years
in prison for a murder he didn't
commit.
Perfect. Okay, so this happens, I don't want to say all the time, but it has happened a lot, okay, where people spend time in prison for crimes they don't commit. Okay, so we know that he spent 10 years in prison. Do we know why he's gone there yet? No. All right, let's keep reading and find out. Okay. So on this page, remember, when I pause, I'm going to call specific people. So make sure you're following up the pointer finger. So when I get to you, I don't have to come over and point to where we're at, and we can just get through this page quick. So follow along with your pointer finger. Remember, just because I called you once doesn't mean I won't call right back on you if I see you not paying attention. Okay? All right. Starting right on up here. Paragraph 3. I'm not a Pulitzer Prize winning columnist or a politician or the head of any organization. I'm simply an average, Miles?
American.
Good. An average American who sat on death. McKaylee? Good. My name is Ray Crone. I grew up in York, Pennsylvania with a loving Beckham?
Family.
Good. And many friends. I played Little League. Alicia?
Baseball.
Good. Went hiking with the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. Attended Sunday, Charlie?
School.
Good. And sang in the church choir. I graduated in the top 10% of my high school, Miles? Good. And did well on my college entrance exams. I decided to, Jack?
Enlist.
Good. In the Air Force, where I proudly, McKaylee? Attained. Good. The rank of sergeant. I served my, Charlie?
Country.
Good, for 7 years and was honorably discharged. My last assignment in the Air Force was in, Alicia?
Arizona.
Good. I decided to stay there and join the U.S. Postal Service. Okay, paragraph 5. I had a normal, good life. Nothing, McKaylee? Good. Then in an instant, my life was turned upside, Miles?
Down.
Good. I was arrested for a stabbing murder of a local female bartender. At the time, and quite frankly, throughout the whole legal, Jack?
Process.
Good. I truly felt I would be Charlie?
Okay.
Good. After all, I was innocent. I reassured my family and Alicia?
Oh. Friends.
Good. My family and friends, I would be fine without a private attorney. How could the system fail an innocent Jack?
Man.
Good. I was deeply, Beckham?
Mistaken.
Perfect. Yeah, so he gets accused of a crime he knows he's innocent for, so he thinks, I'll be okay. That's kind of where we're at in the story. Okay? Paragraph 6. It was a bar I frequented, and I did know the... Charlie?
The
Bartender, good. Okay. Thanks to some bad forensic, Jack?
Science.
Good. Bite marks on the McKaylee were mistakenly said to have been made by my Beckham?
Teeth.
Teeth. Good. So somebody killed a lady in Bitter, too. Okay, and they said the bite marks match this person's teeth. Okay. Okay, so paragraph 7. This is where we're gonna learn the answer to our question. Okay. I spent 10, Alicia?
Years.
Good. Behind bars, including 2 years on death, Miles.
Well,
Good. For a horrible crime I did not commit. It's difficult to describe what it's like to serve, Charlie.
Time.
Good. On death row, knowing you are, Jack.
Innocent.
Good. All you know is that what seems like an awful, McKaylee.
Nightmare.
Good. Is now, Beckham.
Realty.
Good. A reality beyond comprehension. Okay, so could you imagine that you didn't even do anything, and then somebody accuses you of a very serious crime, and you get arrested for it? Could you imagine that happening to you? Yes. Oh. Okay. All right. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna answer the key idea question. So, what was the crime that he got arrested for? Okay, murdering somebody. That's exactly right. Thanks a ton for remembering that and helping us out there, Miles. So, let's get that written into a sentence. So, why did Ray Crone spend 10 years in prison?
because he murdered him.
Well, no, he didn't, but let's say, so Crone served 10 years in prison for a murder he didn't commit.
Yes.
Okay. So, everybody write this down. So, a murder he, let's say, did not commit. Okay, so once we get that written down, come around and check off your sentence. Once you have that whole thing written with a period at the end, you can go ahead and put your book away once I check it off. Okay, it looks good.
Yes.
Alright, looks good, Beckham. Okay, looks good, McKaylee. Alright, Miles, you're good. Make sure you got a period there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good job.